Havoc, Gibbs, and Findable Carpet, both going with VindicatorGG. Can Vindicator take down Take 3 once again? Or will Take 3 get revenge to secure their spot in the postseason? Calling the action is going to be Leaf and Lawler. Take it away, boys.
It's a really good question, James Bott, and we're about to find out as we get into the last match of today for NA to find that fourth ticket to the LAN and that fourth seed as well into next week.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and this has got to be something that's different for Take 3. In the past, they've been in this situation. They've got one game left. Do we get to make it in? But this time, it's in their own fate. They get to control whether they get in or not. They have one match left. Can they do it? Same thing for Vindicator. They have the ability to really close this out. It's a do-or-die moment. Whoever wins gets to go to Amsterdam.
As you said, it's a very good question, and man, the death seems to be pretty on point. I mean, Vindicator started off a little bit slow earlier against Take 3, and then all of a sudden they just ramped it up and they went on a tear, even bringing Genesis to game at number 5. I mean, they're just looking so hot right now, and I feel as if Take 3 really wants to prove this, could make mistakes. Vindicator capitalize on that, but we will find out right now as VindicatorGG gets scored on right away.
3 seconds in. And this kickoff goal, you see Insol just beating out Torment, sending a message, actually causing his car to go backwards, and then a quick response. Insolence is coming up and then putting in a shot. Team play coming out all around. Like, despite it being seconds, like everybody's like, all right, we know exactly what's going to happen. Let's go.
They ruined my intro. VindicatorGG and Take 3 in game number 1. Take 3 is already up a goal, 2 goals. They don't want me introing this.
The last game I got to watch with these guys, they did the same thing. After kickoffs, they just made sure to respond. But you've got a waiting upside down baby Rizzo for a shot? What?
So this is a really good way to start off your series. Already up 2 goals, 12 seconds in. These guys are putting VindicatorGG in a rough spot early on, and that might be exactly the tactic they need to get that quick momentum. We'll see, though, if Vindicator can quickly turn this one around and get themselves a couple answers, at least one in the first minute here, as we've only hit 30 seconds into the match so far. It does look like they are starting to break onto offense now that they have stopped any quick-off attempts. They can start getting plays developing themselves. A good roll-up here. Could be a chance. A little bit too much of a roll-up. Zane Jackie will take that off the back wall with another redirect there. A little off target from Insol, and that will head back down to midfield. But there's Rizzo and Zane ready in case that flew down towards their end. Darkfire Torment trying for a passing play of their own, but it goes a little bit wide, well, a lot wide. But a demo could be a chance for Darkfire over Rizzo. He gets there in time and steals that one away down to the other end. A good read off of Matt's touch there. Allows him to set that up in front of the net, but Matt follows that one just as well as Rizzo did and puts that back to midfield as they are back on the back heel here and Take 3 looking for a third goal.
I enjoy seeing Insolence is up front as well, getting in the face of these guys, applying some demos. But watch how well these teams spread out on the field. You will very rarely see these guys overlap on their plays. As soon as one player comes into play, unless he's backing him up, they get out of the way, they make sure to spread out the field and hit it from every angle. Shot coming in.
Spot there for the defense of Vindicator as they leave an open net for Zane Jackie.
Yeah, defensive mistake. You see that pop come across mid. Torment's midfield trying to get a boost. And while that's happening, the ball gets popped over. Darkfire's in a rough position, and he's the last one back after making that mistake. Open net.
I mean, we've seen Vindicator beat down in the series, and against Take 3, we saw them go to game 5, but Darkfire off the crossbar. What a good start to make sure they can start slowly answering these goals.
Yep, yet another one off the kickoff, wins the 50-50, gets up, and then plays it really quick. Just Rizzo trying to make an attempt, anything so he can get up and make a save. But the problem being is it hits that crossbar, puts that in a good angle. There's literally zero hesitation with that shot. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Well, you're right. Even if Rizzo had waited back, he still had the chance to put that anywhere in the net he wanted. Good options from Darkfire to get themselves their first one in game number 1. They try to get another one. There's very quickly answering back these 3 goals.
This series is going to be insane if they keep up at this momentum. One after another, that ball placing down, and then using the lip on that corner, bouncing it, and it getting a little bit of elevation coming off that back wall. And then Darkfire, that shot placement, bottom right, very difficult across.
Within 2 minutes, we have 5 goals between Take 3 and VindicatorGG. As Vindicator looking to get a third one here. A demo on Rizzo opens up a little bit of opportunity, but that's going to roll past. The last defender not getting a good touch, any touch And that goes in on a long shot.
Huge defensive mistake coming up from Vindicator. That ball, everybody's up just trying to make a play on it. Matt's kind of the last one back. Jumps at it just anything so he can get a touch on it. Doesn't get there, and it rolls all the way down. Good recognition, though, to play that far.
As you said, defensive mistakes, but we've seen them get a few goals themselves quick. A little bit of miscommunication there will give away possession. Right back over to take 3 off that kickoff, and they're boosted up and ready to go. Off the backboard, Insole with a miss. Rizzo not there in time for a pass. Matt will have to push to the side. Torment Darkfire miscommunicating once again with something we don't often see between those two. They're going to have to tighten that up. Otherwise, another goal almost from Insole. This pressure getting a little bit overwhelming now for Vindicator as they really need to communicate a little bit better here.
Yeah, lucky for take 3 as well. Insole just had 2 back-to-back misses on the goal. Could have been both, in, but...
Ooh, Darkfire sneaks one in there, and now back again to only 1 goal down.
Small mistakes, possession missing, and then all of a sudden the pressure coming out. You talk about how very rarely do we see Torment and Darkfire get in the way of each other. Because of plays like that, they're so used to playing so well together. Just one pass after another. It's almost as if they can read each other's minds.
Looks like they're all synced up right now, and with just under halfway left in this match, we have a 1-goal difference once again. Vindicator behind by 1 to take 3 as they try desperately to keep that one away. Good defensive play there as long as they're structured for an attack, because that's what's about to happen as take 3 takes control and tries to get a play started up. But Matt will have a chance to score here to the far side. No one back in time, and there's Matt.
What is going on? No one is playing defense when Matt gets Rizzo coming in as the last one back. Super risky for Rizzo going up to contest that, and Matt realizing it, plays it back inside. You see so many times these players bring it down into the corner, and it's too predictable. Matt plays it back inside immediately and gets a free breakaway goal. We're back up. We're tied. 2 minutes left.
We've seen a few times now Rizzo not playing too smart on that last defender position and committing a little too much for his team before they can get back. Passing play almost from Torment to Darkfire, and that has resulted in goals. 4-4 now. We're tied up with 1:30 left. This is only game number 1, and we have 8 goals scored in this match. 9 goals scored in this match. Rizzo taking that one back to put him back in the lead.
It's like they're all just taking turns, one after another. You see a bad clear coming out from Torment. Just uses his nose a little bit too light, and it pushes straight back down into midfield. Rizzo notices it, comes swinging in, and puts a shot on net. They're up by 1.
Those backboard clears have to be strong. You can't drop that in front of the net because any competent team will put that into your net. Rizzo trying to get a dribble there, but Darkfire waiting patiently. As we said before, we saw them get scored on twice by Rizzo, but they know what they have to do now to make sure to block out any attempts from Rizzo as he tries to bring that in on solo plays. He will have to resort with teammates as they are doing now. Good passing play. Rizzo and Insolences as they move that one down towards the Vindicator end. Does get stopped out by the defense, but Zanejacki with pressure keeps that one in and into the back of the net. 2-goal lead with 1 minute left now.
Take 3 mixing it up. Couple dribbles downfield, couple to bring it on net, but then just getting up sooner. These guys are playing at a different pace yet again. They get up quick, but then usually you see this Vindicator team come back and respond. They play quick as well, so something needs to happen. Usually this many goals in game just shows that the defense is lacking, and as soon as one of those teams finds it, shot again on net.
Matt takes this one away as he doesn't like where that was positioned. So Zanejacki reading it, does set that up, but no one can take that one for take 3. 2 goals left, and they might be able to do this if they get the shot right now. Torment a little bit too late to that. Rizzo does set that for Insolences. He does get control. What an angle off the sideboard, and he puts another one away. There are too many goals in this match.
Yeah, setup coming out from Rizzo there. Takes a soft touch, bounces it over the top, and then Insole just taking his time, even though he's got 2 defenders on him, just puts that angle in. They're up by 3, and it looks like they're going to close this one out, but who knows?
Generally, you would say this is a comfortable lead with only 40 seconds left, but there are 11 goals in this match right now. 3 more is slightly plausible. We'll see if Vindicator can do it with 30 seconds left. A goal every 10 seconds. They will have to get one right now. And this could be their breakout chance as 2 were committed forward. Insole getting back in time, taking control. And it looks like he's trying to slowly just kill the dream of pulling this one back for Vindicator. And game number 1, likely now at this point, I will say now, likely going to take 3.
Yeah, after that, and good job by take 3 at the end there, just killing momentum.
Right.
And good clock management, like one soft touch after another. They're just maintaining possession, trying to burn that clock down, and they do it successfully. but still 11 goals in the first game of this match. What the heck is going on?
That was a lot of goals, especially when the first series these guys played together was very low scoring. Like, we saw matches that were 2-0, 2-1. There weren't many goals. Now they have all the goals. They just let them all go at this point. And I feel like that has to do a lot with the fact that both these teams really want it. The desk mentioned it. They said neither one of these teams have been to LAN yet. This is something they haven't tasted, and they're trying everything they can to get it. And by doing that, they are giving up some weird defensive situations. They're just letting goals in, and that's something both teams are going to have to tie. I mean, Take-3 took advantage of it, but I mean, both teams will have
17 shots.
That's a lot of shots.
You want to talk about taking advantage of having the offensive pressure? 17 shots to 4.
Yeah, I mean,
what? Or
I mean,
5, my bad.
5.
I can't do math.
I mean, that's good shot percentage, though, for Vindicator.
Yeah, like,
it means
they made
they're
it count.
setting up real plays, but they're both letting in too many goals in the end.
Yeah, I mean, defense needs to step up. There's too many times where this ball isn't contested at all as it's moving down the field. It's just a quick counterattack and then a goal every single time. There needs to be someone at that midfield that contests it.
I feel like we're going to see a little bit more structure coming in this one. I mean, Vindicator has had that those habits, I guess, of starting off a little bit weird and then just getting strong. Again, we saw all their series so far go to Game 5 today.
Right.
And I do not expect that to be any different for this series right here.
No, and I don't know if they're going to be able to maintain that pace. We're talking that was literally in all of RLCS the most goals scored in a single game. So setting records here in this Season 2 qualifier trying to make it into LAN. So if they keep up that pace, I don't know what the heck's going to happen. But
well, this is a heck of a way to finish off our NA qualifiers into LAN as the regionals get underway still here. Game number 2, VindicatorGG versus Take-3. Take-3 took the first one 7-4. As Lawler said it, the most goals we've seen. 30 seconds in, there's already a lack of goals compared to what we saw in the last one.
I don't know if you can consider it a lack of goals. It's been 30 seconds.
It's just more reasonable at this point, I guess. But they are trying to get one started up. Insole with a nice touch, but ZaneJackie not understanding what play he was trying to get set up there, and it didn't work out for them. Darkfire trying to just keep it pressure. Maybe possession would have been a better option there. As Torment and Matt will have to try again from their own end. They are slowly, surely making their way out of their own end down towards the other side. And there's a pass to Matt from Darkfire. He tries to get that one away from Rizzo, but Rizzo isn't going to allow that to happen and sends that past the midfield line. Now Take-3 moving forward. ZaneJackie trying to get a little stylish there to get a read block on Torment, but he doesn't quite make it. It does end up with some ping pong now. We see these teams throwing possession away very quickly, not knowing whether they can get play started up. You see very, very passive play style from both.
Yeah, you even see there was 2 players that went up for that on Take-3, and instead of settling the ball down and then controlling it and having a 2-on-1 situation, they just try to force it in. So it's going to be difficult after playing that fast play style to kind of change it up and then play slow again. So whoever can kind of maintain that better and contain that possession. Shot by ZaneJackie.
That placement was so good, and it forced that defender to be in such an awkward place to save that one. As now they try to create a counter-attack. Vindicator moving down the other way. There's Rizzo with control. Stomped out. Again, both teams playing slightly odd right now, and it'll be the first team that can really realize, all right, guys, we have to send people forward. We have to contest and do some risky things.
Oh, that bump.
With option plan there, will be the team to pull it away. Darkfire with a good flick to Torment.
Oh my goodness, Darkfire!
What a team play, and I think he went for the bump as well.
Yeah, Matt gets the bump and sends Insolences to the moon. He takes a flick, Insole lands, goes up to make a save, and then he's like, I'm not leaving this to anything. It bumps him again. Insole literally being taken out of the field twice.
A good pass, a bump, and Torment is able to sink that one away, and those are the risky plays I'm talking about. 2 people forward to get a quick passing play. Absolutely beautiful coming out of VindicatorGG as they take the first goal in game number 2. So we approach the halfway mark. 1 goal to 11 that we saw in the first one. Much more passive play style here, but that could be that step forward the Vindicator needed as they are on attack again. No pressure from the third. Zane and Insole moving forward. They're going to try their own passing play, but the flick not working out for ZaneJackie. Rizzo, the follow-up to the far side. Matt's going to play patiently in net here. He knew something might have come, seeing ZaneJackie with the pressure. There's Rizzo over to Zane. A little bit too far, and Darkfire will be able to get a 50-50 in their favor to the far side, but they are stuck on defense again. Pressure coming up from Take-3. They're trying to get a risky play of their own setup, but overcommittal could be Bad situation as Darkfire has an open spot. Defender's barely able to keep that one out.
These guys are busting out all the tricks. You see Zane, Jackie, and Rizzo both trying to rotate back. Rizzo doing it as fast as possible, using what's called a half flip as he jumps backwards, cancels the animation, and then rotates his car with an air roll to make sure he maintains that possession as he's flicking. Makes him allowed to get back on defense very fast and allows those guys to make that save and push it back upfield.
Darkfire with a pass in front of his own net. That's a little bit risky. Zane Jackie was there to take advantage, but couldn't quite get that one into the back of the net. That will go to the side again. Rizzo now to the front. He's alone, though. Torment and Matt moving that one forward. Good pinch from Torment, but can they regain control is the question. Darkfire tries his best. Keeps that one in the orange side, but doesn't end up creating a play for his team. They will end up back down to their own side. Matt in a weird spot. Darkfire thankfully rotated back. We'll be able to make a 50-50. And air dribble that over to Torment. Can they finish that one? Not quite. A little bit too wide. And so we'll have a chance to put it to the side, but there is Darkfire with a follow-up and an angle to put it in. A good push down the field from Vindicator.
Darkfire coming alive, gets that 50-50 contest, recorrects himself afterwards, follows it up, gets another pass downfield to his teammate. Teammate doesn't get the shot, but draws out the defender, and then he gets that angle past another defender. Well played, all by Darkfire.
As you said, Darkfire getting credit for that one from start to finish. He was there in the play. Zane Jackie going to try his own air dribble. Out to Insol, the finish. Both these teams with beautiful air dribble passes to solidify a goal.
We have got ourselves a match, wasting no time. Zane Jackie dribbles that downfield, and then Insol, recognizing that play, jumps up, says, hey, I got you, man, and plays that back inside for a goal. They're within 50 seconds left. Game number 2.
We'll see if they can get another one. Insol off the wall, gets control. There's Rizzo with the follow-up. They have very good aggression now, and that's exactly what they need in this final minute of gameplay in game number 2. Take 3 is up 1-0 in the series. They're not wanting to give away a point to Vindicator in this match, but they might if they don't get a goal in 30 seconds there. Pressure on from Vindicator. They're going to make sure they don't give up any defense here. This could be a scoring opportunity as it goes over. Zane Jackie almost into the net. Darkfire missed that one too. Matt getting credit for the shot. That will roll to the side. Take 3 trying to break out now. This could be a scoring opportunity. With 10 seconds left, it had better be. They need to gain control here, but a miss from Zane Jackie. Rizzo will take control of that up to Zane. Zane sees Insol, but couldn't get it to him. Matt will put that one away from any Take 3 member, and that will end down to the other end. Torment, of course, letting that one die. They do not want to risk it, and they will take game number 2. It is now 1-1 in the series.
So much back and forth. Between these two teams, these guys are battling it out. You see the shots starting to come out a little bit more for Vindicator, but not by much. Take 3 definitely settling down quite a bit. But you see these things these guys do. A lot of the times you see the way that mechanically to get themselves back into play. Like Rizzo was floating upside down for a long time in that last couple of seconds. And rather than wasting his boost to get back down and then back into play, he conserves it because there's no boost back on his side. He has to use it to make that save. Plays it out, gives himself another chance. So these guys, decision-making, so crucial.
No, yeah, and it, as we said, it will go both ways. I mean, I kind of agree with that 3-1 in favor of Vindicator that the deaths threw out. I assumed either game 1 or 2 would be take 3s, but at that point forward, I think Vindicator would have the momentum. We've seen them do it. The second they grab a hold of that momentum, they do not let it go, and they keep moving forward. And we saw that in all the series today, and we'll see if that continues in this one. I think it might, and we'll see, though, if Take 3 can keep up what they're doing. They're doing a very good job of making sure they're for each other's passes. When it comes down to it, they're getting risky plays started up. Both teams are feeling it out now. At the beginning, way too passive, and that's why we saw too many goals going in, but it's changed now.
Well, those setups that you'd see, like Zane Jackie and you have Insol setting up that air dribble to shot, you can't do that when you're sitting on that back line.
No.
It's not possible. You have to be ready for that. You have to be in a position to make those attempts happen.
Yeah. Well, you have to have a cherry picker.
Right.
You have to know it's coming forward.
So as they're moving forward, situations like that, and at the timing as well, like if they don't score that goal, that game's completely over. All the momentum, like you said, is going to carry through for Vindicator. So still, battling it out between these two teams, anybody's game still.
As you said, VindicatorGG and Take 3 going into game number 3. Whoever wins this one will put them in a match point situation. First goal going to go in for Insolences as they take it 16 seconds in.
Insol being that bruiser, sees us coming, takes a shot, and then the follow-up with Zane Jackie.
Good bump
These
there.
guys working together. Phenomenal play. Just trying to take out every circumstance. I mean, technically that should have been an easy save. You got two guys rotating back, but still causing some chaos.
See if they can keep it up here. Nice Pinch forward for Zanejacky out to Insol. Rizzo will back off and get control here, but he sees Matt and Torment coming, tries to flick it away, but he gives it to Torment instead. Off the backboard, Darkfire can't finish it, and there's no third there. Torment was away for boost. But why is he moving in there? Matt had a touch, and they are overcommitted. Insolence as well have a shot potential. Can't get enough mustard on that one, and it will be saved. But weird plays coming out from Vindicator right now, almost giving up a goal.
I mean, they threw everything at that shot. They had it won. It should have went in. There was no reason for him to miss that shot. He makes them all the time, being one of the more accurate players in North America. But still, you can tell nerves and stuff do play. They're trying to gain back and come back. They did it with that first game, but see if they can do it with this one.
Insolences and Rizzo backing off to get boosted up. Torment with a weak dribble will get stolen away by Take 3. Matt trying to fix up the play here. That one drops down, a 50-50 from Darkfire. Will not go in his favor as it goes towards the net. Torment forced up for a save as Vindicator rushes back to defense. A good back wall touch there. Coming out from Torment will allow him to start moving the momentum down the other way as he gains control, but a misread on that wall bounce out to Darkfire, though. He has a chance for a shot off the backboard. Insol puts that in a weird spot. A pass back to nobody, and that will be stopped up by Insol.
But still, really smart play up on that wall as soon as he takes that touch. It all started with Torment's initial one, waiting up on that corner to play it downfield, and then another tap to get past the defender. But still, like, the awareness these guys are making, they understand that someone's going up to make a save. I'm going to jump and just pass that back out to our side a little bit more so you have a better hit. Still lands in favor of Take 3, but just what these guys are doing needs credit.
As you said, they are getting opportunities, and there's one right there. Darkfire, knowing someone's there, puts it to the far side with a great pass from Matt.
Yeah, sitting up, waiting for that to bounce off. There was a time before as well when these guys played where Matt was sitting down on that same corner in defense, and he waited for it to bounce, and it rolled off that corner perfectly and allowed Take 3 to get the shot. This time he doesn't wait for it. He approaches it, puts a shot off that wall into a pass, works out great.
There you go, all tied up now, approaching that halfway mark. This is exactly what we expected between these two teams, as close as it can possibly get, and much less scoring than we saw in the first game as they tighten up their game. Darkfire, though, taking the lead, putting in the third goal of the game, the second for their team to put them in the lead.
Weird situation. Goes over the top of Zanejack. He actually ends up backflipping out of the way instead of getting a soft touch that goes inside. And it catches Insolence's off guard. He's just not ready for it as he has expectations for Zanejacky to make that hit. Goes past, and then a shot placement on that near post makes it very difficult to save.
It's always rough when you expect a teammate, and you should expect a teammate to make the hits they're going for, and then they don't. Puts you in a weird spot. That's why we see those situations where 8 pros in a row will miss the ball, all expecting each other's touches. Matt puts that one forward to Torment. Good push forward, counterattack created here as Torment takes it off the corner. There's a follow-up, nice play at Darkfire there with the support to make sure that one goes into the net.
A lot of that has to do, Insolences went for that aggressive play style again. He goes for a bump at net, doesn't get anybody out of it, and completely throws himself out of the play. That leaves Zanejacky back alone as he's the first one to go in. He needs to be the first one back as well. Zanejacky's got to fend for himself, and when you got that team of Vindicator coming to attack, good luck.
And we talk about the momentum. The second you give it to them, they're going to run away with it. Good touch there from Zanejacky to pop it over one. Up to Insolences as he puts it out for Rizzo. Rizzo reading it right, but a little bit too late. Will lose that to Matt as Darkfire starts to move that one down the field. They will get stopped out immediately and have to recuperate on defense. Hopefully all boosted up as they try to create an attack, but a miss from Torment will leave Zane and Rizzo a chance for a scoring opportunity that drops from the roof. Rizzo a little bit too late. Will give the defense time to push that one to the wall, but a nice touchdown from Rizzo. Once again leaves Matt and Torment up to clear that one out. Darkfire off the wall in a bad spot. Torment also in a bad spot if that one made it past Matt, but thankfully he got the 50-50 he needed as they just can't break past the midfield line. Take 3 doing a good job of holding them off, but that's not what they need. They need 2 goals, especially with a minute 20 left and it going towards their net. A little bit off here. They definitely need to break past that midfield line.
No, and you can tell the way that Vindicator's starting to play. They recognize they're up by 2 and they can hold on to this. Just as long as they don't make mistakes, passes like that are going to make it difficult. But still, these clears are long, and then look at this pressure. They're only sending one, the other 2 poised back up on defense, wait patiently for something to happen, and then they react. They're making sure that no mistakes leading to goals are going to happen.
As long as they don't get complacent and give up too much passiveness, they should be fine with 50 seconds left and 2 goals up. They are on the attack again, and they're not giving Take 3 any opportunities here to break out of their own end or create any kind of play. We'll see if they can get one here as they do finally gain control, but a soft shot down to Matt in net will be able to push to the side here as they move back down towards Take Three's end for another scoring opportunity of their own. Darkfire up for a touchdown. A miss. Torment Matt already rushing back, knowing that counterattack could come out at any moment here. And with 20 seconds left, they are holding off very, very well.
Yeah, the confidence at which Vindicator is playing with right now is unbelievable. Just sending, like, even Torment going into that corner, he just jumps up, rotates his car backwards, and just knows that it's going to get flicked back inside. As soon as he hits that, rotates back onto defense. Like, he has so much faith in these teammates of his to make plays, and it's falling together very well. Like, Vindicator is one game away from going to land.
And that's exactly what we talked when we talked about this. I think I've said it too many times now. The momentum. Vindicator is so good. The second they grasp it, they run with it so far away that you can't touch them anymore. A 3-1 win, and it looked easy to hold off. Like, Take Three just had no idea what they should do at the end there to formulate any kind of scoring opportunities. Right. They did not know how to break on offense, and if they run into a situation like that coming into this next game, it's over. Yeah,
it's going to be very difficult. And for those that aren't aware, like, this is a place this team has been before, technically. Darkfire and Torment, everybody knows Lucky Bounce from last qualifier.
Yep.
They played really well. I mean, they kind of took first. So this roster isn't new to this kind of pressure. They know what it's like.
Yep.
Obviously, implications say they win, they're in to land, which is totally different. But still, like, they were a strong team coming in. Matt's just filling that role really well. They found someone that fits suit. And now Take Three's got to respond. It's difficult to come back against this kind of team.
And again, as long as they can start off on the right foot, get an early goal, I think Vindicator's in a good spot. But that's what Take Three has to watch out for, because they are not out of this yet. And as I said, I expect a Game 5. We'll see if that happens, though, coming into this next match. As Take Three is now down 2-1 in the series, it's a rough spot. You know this is match point. You know that if you lose this match, you are donezo and you're gone. You are going home. And you don't want that. They will be fighting for their lives, and I expect Vindicator to be throwing some surprises.
Right. You see it with Take Three. The reason why they took that first game, 17 shots. Last game, 3. Big difference in that pressure. And a lot of that has to do with Vindicator. We talk about playing that midfield defense, not allowing them to get anything. And a lot of it had to do with that. They were able to contest or get into the ball a lot first. But when the times that Take Three did get and maintain that pressure and that possession, nothing came from it.
Game number 4. That's right, 4. You have too many fingers. VindicatorGG.
Thumb's not a finger.
Versus Take Three. Get out of her. And Vindicator is up 2-1 in the series now. This is match point. If they take this one, they have secured their spot into the LAN. RLCS Season 2 against Take Three, and they will fight against the other best 8 teams in the world. We'll find out EU tomorrow, but today this is all about the last spot for NA. Can Vindicator do it, or will Take Three be able to fight back and claw back to a Game 5 and find themselves a ticket? Well, we're going to find out right now. As on the attack is Vindicator, trying to get that first goal. And we talked about how crucial for them that first goal is to get that momentum set, and how it could be game over for Take Three, and I'm sure they are scared, and they know that's the situation right now, as they still, from Game 3, are finding trouble into Game 4, breaking out of their own end. A shot from Torment goes a little bit wide. Darkfire Matt miscommunicated again. We see that happen a lot right now for Vindicator, but they're still prevailing. They can tighten that up. It's a scary sight.
Well, you look at this pressure already from Vindicator. They know it's one and done. If they take this match, they're out. They're good to go. And they're not giving any chance to Take Three. It's like, you know, if we just keep shooting goals and don't even give them a chance to put a shot on, how are they going to win? And they're doing that so well, like just one after another.
Demo there could give a little bit of breathing room to Take Three as they try to break out of their own end, but a bad chip from Zane Jackie. It's going to set that one up for Torment. Unfortunately for him, he misses that one out. Fortunately for Take Three, he misses that one out, but Matt didn't miss that one. Good placement to the top shelf, sets the first goal.
Top left corner, as you mentioned. Rizzo trying to clear this downfield. It clips a little bit weird and plays it right back inside. That clear probably would have went downfield and give him a chance, but just one mistake was all it took. Matt takes that shot perfectly top left, not able to be defended.
Vindicator grabbing the first goal, and when they've gotten the first goal against Take Three, we know what happens. Hopefully for Take Three, they can change the history on that one. Matt expecting a hit from Rizzo, tries to pinch that one back down into Take Three's end, but it goes in the favor of Take Three off the backboard here. Torment quick to the air on that one, and they are making all the aerial contests. The shot on net, Darkfire got a nice little lob, but Zane Jackie forced back. Now we have Insel and Zane in net, ready for a push forward, and there it is. Rizzo, though, under boosted, will have to be out of the play this time. as Matt moves it right back down into Take Three's end, trying to secure themselves their second goal and extending their lead as Take Three does regain control to the other end. A good touch from Rizzo. Matt takes that one out, and Demo's starting to come out. And we talked about risky plays and changes in play style. That's exactly what we're seeing. 2 demos already into this match. And that's probably what Take Three is going to need to give themselves some breathing room on defense.
Yeah, demos do a lot of good things, but a lot of risky things as Zanejackie's going to get a goal for Take Three. Ball goes off that crossbar. Rizzo takes a shot on. Actually gets saved by Darkfire, but he's the last one back. And this team just starts to suffocate them on net. You mentioned demos, how they need to break that rotation. That's part of the benefit of it, is when you demo that last guy, he's no longer there, you got to make up for him. But at the same time, you're committing one of your own players to that play as well. He's no longer in that possession, but hopefully his momentum is going to allow him to benefit more than the other.
Darkfire trying for an air dribble shot. We all know how those usually work out. That meta pretty developed at this point in Rocket League. Will get stopped out. Rizzo transfers the power down towards the other end. No one there from the defense on Vindicator really contesting that one, except Darkfire. Nice follow through on that one, sends it towards the other net. Take Three getting a lucky break on that one, but Matt not letting up on the pressure yet. Is trying to keep that in. A free ball for Insolences. We'll give time for him to grab boost and potentially set up Rizzo, but he does lose that out to Torment. That was a lot of time of no one touching that ball there.
It was actually kind of a smart play. It didn't work out in their favor, but it drew the entire offense of Vindicator in. 2 players had to commit to that because no one else went for it, and then they were able to counterattack with it. It drew him out and almost getting a goal from it.
This can be it, though. Short side, just stopped out by Darkfire, and Zanejackie will be able to move back down to defense here, but unfortunately for them, they're on defense as Vindicator is putting some pressure on. They do transition down quickly. Insolence is in the air. Matt will steal that one away. 1 defender left. He could 1v1 this one. Zane not allowing that to even be a situation. Darkfire with a shot. Stopped out by
Matt.
Matt.
I mean, it was redirected by Matt. He's trying to get a better touch on it as there was a goalie in net, but still trying to just maintain any possession. And this team of Take Three is still starting to group up. Needs to be careful with it. But if they're able to let Insolences dribble it all the way downfield, it's going to open some spacing for them.
Well, both these teams are starting to look really strong with the final 30 seconds left in this match. We are tied up 1-1. 1 goal for Vindicator sets them with their ticket to land. Take Three needs 1 goal to stay alive at this point, so they will be fighting, but they're on the wrong end if they want that to be real. And now Dak down towards Vindicator's end. Take Three trying to get a play started up, but a good contest from Torment keeps that one away. Darkfire off the wall, 50-50 in their favor, can take the shot, but he puts it to the side. Torment out of the play now. Chance for Insol to break it out, but no one with possession. We might end up seeing an overtime, and that's really scary. A kickoff goal can happen at any point here. Vindicator needs 1 to get themselves this win. Already towards their own end. Darkfire trying to quickly get it. We talked about it. That's a very scary spot. Insol forced to save this one. Torment there for another one. Matt not letting up on the pressure yet. The defense of Take Three taking a beating at this point as they finally push this one past midfield to try to get a play started up of their own, but that is not a spot you want to be that early on.
No, you talk about kickoffs being a momentum change, a change of pace for this Take Three team, but Vindicator comes out so strong, shot after shot after shot, 3 back-to-back to apply this pressure, and Take Three needs to respond. They need to put pressure back on Vindicator, otherwise that barrage of shots is going to keep coming.
My adrenaline's going now as Take Three starts to get a play themselves. A push past Darkfire, but not Torment. Zanejackie there with pressure, going to make sure they don't overcommit. Insolences with a high contest there. Both teams with the ping pong trying to get that play started up. Push forward now for Vindicator as they move on attack. Off the wall, can they get the pass around? Torment is ready for the pass. Darkfire tried to set it down there. Torment will back off. Can he get this one over Insol? No. Insol will move it forward for Zane. Zane getting touched up by Matt. Very good play from Matt as he takes repossession of the ball to Torment, and they move this one back down towards Take Three. Take Three in such a rough spot on defense, not able to create any of their own plays at this point. Over a minute of overtime now in front of the net. Scary spot. Rizzo will be able to clear that.
Lucky for Insol too. That ball came across. And what this team on Vindicator is doing is putting a bunch of shots, and not even if they're shots, they're high and wide, but a demo coming out, ball in front of the net.
That's going to be a scary spot.
Oh, it's going to drop down.
Insol will put it in. They stay alive. 2-1, a minute 30 into overtime. We're going to a game at number 5. Take Three clutching in that last game.
One after another, these guys battling back, need to make this happen. We saw last week 2-3 in the favor of of Take 3 today. 3-2 in the favor of Vindicator. And now it comes down to this, like, 5-5. Even
they are completely even in their matchups right now.
Oh, my goodness.
That is fantastic. Take 3 bringing this to a game at number 5. Both these teams now at match point. Whoever wins this next one is going to be going to land. This is so crucial for these guys. What a clutch pull. I mean, they were not looking good in that overtime, but they managed to pull through. They found that one hole they needed. And demos were, I didn't see a single demo from Vindicator. That was all on Take 3's side.
No, Take 3, we talk about how kickoffs, they can happen so fast. They can change the pace of the game immediately. And that's what worked out for Take 3. They defended that barrage of shots immediately. They counterattacked, waited for it. You see that demo, and they get a goal off of it. Well played by Take 3 to keep themselves alive in this. Down to game 5. Script's going according to plan.
Yeah, it always does. It always does. But it's looking great, man. I mean, this is, you couldn't ask for anything more. This is our final spot for NA right now to get this is the last NA team, one of these two. And I'm sure there's a lot of energy going to both these teams right now because both of them are showing they deserve it. This is game 5. Both of them deserve this at this point. And I really don't know what's going to happen.
And it's got to be rough. I mean, these guys are battling out. We're so excited to see this last game. But think about the implications that this has. You win, you're in, right? You lose, you're out. It's decided by one game. Nothing else matters. Make it count. Good luck. I'm glad I'm not in that position. I don't want to be that guy.
That's a scary position to be, but we are jumping down into game number 5. VindicatorGG versus Take 3. This is the last game to find out who gets that 4th and final spot to Season 2 LAN in Amsterdam. Which team's it gonna be off the kickoff? We know that Vindicator, if they get that first goal, they're in a good spot. We'll see if they can do that now as they do put the attack on, and I'm sure they wanted it in that last game there. They did not want to put themselves through this. Torment couldn't get enough control, expecting a contest there. Does throw it away. Darkfire with a soft law will be stopped out by a Russian through Insolences as he puts that to midfield, but the pressure not up, not allowed to go past midfield. That ball is still in a good spot there for Vindicator. They are just not letting up and making sure their midfield rotations are super duper strong. Insol, get out of here. Matt takes that one away and puts it out for Darkfire. Darkfire puts it on target. There's Torment to solidify the goal off the crossbar. Good read from him. First goal going to Vindicator.
This duo working together for so long. Darkfire plays it up, and Torment knows exactly what to do. Follows right by his side, places that top right. Nobody's going to make that save. But this team, you see Take 3 starting to play at a different pace. They're playing much faster, but Vindicator they're so comfortable with it. I honestly think Take 3 should slow it down and control the pace of this game.
Well, I mean, it looks like they're trying to. A couple times we've seen dribble attempts, but that's a bad Spider-Man touch. Darkfire taking way advantage of that one and puts it right in.
Shot after shot. You see Torment, as soon as this ball gets cleared, not far down enough field, and it gets played back in. The touch then falls down, goes into the middle of the field, and Darkfire has a shot open. Nobody's contesting him.
Rizzo, no. I don't think he meant to get that touch off the roof. Hard to read those. Goes straight into his car, right out to an attacker, Darkfire, as he sinks that one in. Second goal in. Just over a minute of gameplay in game number 5 here. And Vindicator is hungry for this last ticket to Amsterdam. Take 3 will have to start pulling some plays out of their own. That one's going to be on target. Insolences gets in the way just in time to push that back to midfield. Zane Rizzo ready for an attack, but wow, okay, that goes in. All right.
Insolence is being a nuisance again. You see this play downfield. Insolence doesn't get the contest, but it plays back enough for Zane Jackie. But then they're both up on the wall, and Insol's just in his way of Torment, just causing any kind of...
It looked beautiful.
Like, what do you do against that? Like, hey, man, I need to go fast so I can make the save. He's like, no, I'm going to park it right here.
Zane Jackie had backup dancers for that goal from Vindicator as they come in beautifully symmetrical from the sides there, but couldn't stop that one out. With only 1 goal difference now, this is a lot closer. Wouldn't it be perfect? It goes to overtime. Zane Jackie with an air dribble, but no finish to that one. To the side, puts from Matt. Darkfire up in the air. He will win the 5th. No, he doesn't. Loses that one to Rizzo. Can he follow that one up? Insolence is with a mid-air demo trying to help out Rizzo. They unfortunately can't get a goal out of that one. Creating some scoring opportunities, though. This is exactly what they need as they're putting Vindicator on the back heel at this point. Zane Jackie with control. The full wrap around to the far side. His teammates just getting boosted up. That's all he really needed to do was buy them some time. to get back and put the pressure on, but a good passing play, as you said, moves that one forward. There's a goal right there. No,
what a save!
What? Okay, how did that not go in the first time?
That shot coming across, you see that play in, and then you get Darkfire that comes up and beats him out. But that save, you see Rizzo flying across trying to get a touch, and then Insol just trying to do whatever he can to help, actually ends up putting it in his own net.
There's not much you can do in that spot.
No, there's like, the only one that can save that is the guy in net. He was facing the wrong way. Like,
you had two attackers from Vindicator trying to put that one in
on
the goal line. Wow, what a quick answer. Zane Jackie scoring both the goals for Take 3.
It's like we're reverting back to our Game 1 habits where they're just going to shoot a lot, but Zane Jackie, that read off the wall. You have this player back on defense in Matt just trying to clear it out, but Zane Jackie's like, no, man, you gave me way too much time. Plays it over the top, kicks it back in.
3-2 now, only one goal down with 2.5 minutes left. In game number 5, one of these teams is walking away with a ticket. One of these teams is not. And
your analysis has been on point today, man.
Thank you.
One's greater than 2, one gets to go, one doesn't.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. You're genius, man.
Matt trying to create an opportunity here. There's Torment to put it on target. Rizzo off the back wall. Zane going to be out of the play now. Rizzo and Insolence is going to have to be smart about this one. Good 50-50 there. Goes in favor of Rizzo. But it does go down to Torment. He gets taken out of the play. Take 3 on the back heel again now. They will want to break out and formulate some sort of plan. Ping pong. Every time they get it, they're giving away possession, and they got to make sure they take control. Being a goal down, Vindicator doesn't have to do anything special except maintain this lead. Good touch forward. Can Darkfire. A little bit too far. Dominus knows too powerful. Puts that one to the side. They do lose control of that one, and Take 3 moving back on offense.
Yeah, that initial play you saw Darkfire was in position only because, oh no, it's mistake.
Whoa, it's evened up. I had to yell it. It's evened up. 1 minute left.
Of course. Insol playing that off the corner. It bounces perfectly in. And Torment and Darkfire both trying to make a save. They bump into each other. Huge mistake. Parting the seas for Zane Jackie as he comes in and gets a goal.
We are tied up coming into the final minute of gameplay in game number 5 of our last NA game. Only one team, we said it before, makes it to this. And this is it. One goal will put someone in the lead here.
Off the backboard,
defender's drawn out. Matt will take it. They put themselves into the lead. Now Vindicator holds the lead. 1 minute left for Take 3 to pull this one back. What a quick answer.
Such a good decision as well. Doesn't have the best shot available. You see Zane Jackie trying to get up and make a save. What does he do? Whether it's intentional or not, plays it off the backboard. That last man then has to go for something funky. Zane Jackie just flipping in the middle of the air trying to make a save and puts that goal in. Trusting in those teammates, working so well for VindicatorGG.
Passing play moving forward now for Take 3. Off the backboard, Zane Jackie might have had that one had Matt not gotten in the way. And that would have been equally as incredible to tie this one back up. 50 seconds left now. Vindicator in the lead. If they can hold it off and not overcommit like this, they could be in a good spot. Zane Jackie with a flick on target. We tie it up once again. 43 seconds left. What the heck?
Zane Jackie showing so much patience and control. In that situation, Darkfire has to trust in his team and have Matt to rotate back in net. He has to contest that, because if he doesn't, you see exactly what Zane Jackie can do. He has all the time in the world, has an open net one-on-one. In most situations, the player on offense is going to score. There's nothing you can do about that.
I'm freaking out. I wonder how these players' emotions are right now. This is one of the craziest roller coasters I'm sure they've ever been on.
Oh my goodness!
Insolence somehow finds the back of the net and they put themselves in the lead now.
That ball coming down, Matt tries to clear it, actually ends up going straight up, and Insol getting up super high, hits the wheels of his car.
Darkfire, no!
And he doesn't even get it off the backboard. He just hits it straight down in front of the player rather than in the net. It catches him completely off guard. Bounce shot goes in.
Take 3 in the lead now with 30 seconds remaining. They now have the lead 5-4. As you said, we find ourselves exactly as game 1 was. So many goals scored. They have to get one now. Can Matt put it in way too wide on the shot there? There will be a chance for Take 3 to move this back to midfield. With 15 seconds left, the goal down. Vindicator in a bad spot as that moves towards their own end. Almost putting that one in. They have to move forward now. But they do not get the 50-50. Torment with control. Can he get this one off the wall? Insol takes it away. This one, if it touches the ground, will be Take 3. They're going to let it touch the ground. Take 3 takes our 4th spot in the LAN for NA. They are going with the other 3 to LAN.
What a story for Take 3. They beat Vindicator in league play. They lose here at the beginning of the day, and then they come back game number 5. Up by 1. Oh my goodness.
That was incredible.
Oh my god.
That was too much. that incredible. I mean, Vindicator, both of these teams deserved this. They were right to the very end, 30 seconds remaining before Take-Three took themselves into the lead. That was so absolutely close. My heart can't take it anymore. I'm sure yours can't. So I'm going to send it to the desk so we can just like have some relief here. But congratulations to Take-Three getting that last spot in NA. And we're going back over to the desk.
Thank you, Leaf and Lawler. And what a mind-blowing, stunning, crazy series that was.
Like even just game 5 alone by itself was just highlight city of just back and forth, and mistakes just cost Vindicator in the end.
Yeah. So close. They were right there, but we saw, I mean, Matt trying to clutch it. We see he's one of the most composed players I've pretty much ever seen in Rocket League. Somehow always being the player to get those goals, but just a few costly mistakes. They ended up losing the lead in just the last like 30 seconds.
Well, let's take a look at the Mobile One high performance replay and see how Take-Three was able to bring this one back and make it to the regional championships and the grand finals.
Game 1, the most goals in RLCS history in one single game. They started out 2 face-off goals right away for Take-Three, and that's really hard to come back from. But Vindicator did. They tied it at 4, but Take-Three by the end just couldn't be stopped. 7-4 in game 1.
It was pretty distant. I mean, we just don't see that, as you said, the most goals we've ever seen at this level of play. You rarely see defenses fall apart like that, but we saw another really high-scoring game from these guys as well.
Yeah, right at the end there. But Darkfire in game 2, he really stepped up. Game 3, got a natural hat trick to win that one, 3-1. Then we went to game 4 overtime. We thought it was going to be Vindicator. They were controlling the whole overtime, but bumps was the name of the game for Take-Three. They kept bumping goalies or kept demoing goalies, and they would just get squeak out these goals and just barely get the win. And again, Darkfire looked really good in the offensive end, but then just mistake after mistake on the defense. Darkfire, I'm pretty sure this is the 4th dribble that he's been beaten on just today. He was doing a really poor job trying to stop these dribbles. He got beat by Rizzo twice earlier, couldn't stop that one as well. And at least for consolation, like obviously it's not a consolation, but Matt really stepped up. And at the end, Darkfire and Torment, they both had really costly mistakes. And of course it's not great, but at least it wasn't Matt, the guy coming in as the sub. It was the 2 guys that have played together since all the way back in RL Season 1. They kind of just blew it at the end with the defense. And it's really hard because it's a ton of pressure in Game 5. Well,
even Matt, in that one situation where he was trying to clear the ball in the corner and he took too long, he didn't get the hit. And Zane under the pressure was able to get it. And these are 2 teams that had so much pressure on them in the first season, and they came up so short. The Take-Three team, they were 1 game away, and then the 3-way tie happened, and they were denied going to the LAN there. And then VindicatorGG, they were previously Lucky Bounce, and they won the group stage in the 2nd qualifier, and they didn't get to go to LAN. So both of these teams had a lot on the line, playing with a chip on their shoulder, and Take-Three, despite losing that first series, were able to bring it back.
Yeah, it was an incredible series. Take-Three, all brand new players to the LAN scene. Like we were saying, we thought it was going to be Vindicator's game, and like Matt was in the front row the first time. I thought it'd be really cool to see him on stage the 2nd time, but no dice here. Take-Three coming in clutch at the end. Zane Jackie, he even got an own goal in that game when the ball was going around the line, but then bounced back and got 2 big goals for them. Huge win for Take-Three. Congrats to them. Going to Amsterdam and playing next week for the North America title.
Yeah, Zane is insane. And let's take another look at today's bracket to see how Genesis and Take-Three were able to make it through.
So Genesis getting in as the 3 seed, barely beaten Vindicator by 1 goal in Game 5, and it just seemed like it was not Vindicator's day today. Losing there and then losing again to Take-Three, who had a battle back after losing to Vindicator 3-2, had to beat Revival and then beat Vindicator 3-2 as well to get the number 4 seed going into the North America Regional Championships.
I mean, losing in the first game in the upper bracket and still managing to make it all the way through, playing the most games in the day. I mean, it's definitely a good endurance feat for Take-Three, but I definitely don't want to take anything away, especially from Vindicator. I mean, they fought through every single minute of every single game, and I love seeing teams do that. No giving up, no surrender. They really wanted it.
But there you see it, Genesis taking the number 3 seed, Take-Three getting the number 4 seed, and they are going up against Orbit and NRG in the regional championship, which is going down next weekend.
And these brackets are a little bit flipped. It will actually be Orbit versus Take-Three in the first game, and then Energy versus Genesis, who we've seen play time and time again. We've seen a lot from Genesis. They return to the LAN. And Energy and Orbit, of course, the same exact teams going to land, the only two from North America that are the exact same team. It's really exciting to see these four represent North America, and they're playing for the title and $10,000 next week.
And then the European regional playoffs, that's going to be tomorrow. And again, we'll find out which two teams from Europe are going to make it to their regional championships and the grand finals.
What a high bar was set up for them today. Hopefully these games can be nearly as exciting tomorrow as they were today, and I don't put it past them. All four of these teams have been fighting all the way neck and neck through the season. I think it's going to be just as exciting. So many Game 5s today. I'm hoping we get the same thing. And overtimes, I mean, it was an incredible day of Rocket League today.
Like the Pluto 5-minute overtime game winner. And again, all these teams fighting to win their regional championship. And not only that, but make it to the grand finals, which is going to be in Amsterdam, December 3rd and 4th, which is going to be amazing. We saw how epic the first grand finals was at the Avalon, and this one in Amsterdam certainly not going to let us down.
So now we know 6 teams that are traveling out there to Amsterdam. We're going to find out 2 more from Europe to complete their 4. And then, of course, first round at Amsterdam is the best round because North America versus EU in every single matchup should be a lot of fun because these regions haven't played a lot against each other since the last LAN. So it'll be really fun to see how these regions match up now.
And the reigning champions from North America, they are no longer in it. And Europe had 3 of the other top 4 teams. So it's certainly going to be a challenge. But that is it for us today. We will have the regional playoffs for Europe tomorrow. And again, thank you everybody for watching on behalf of the RLCS crew, guys. Just thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on twitch.tv/Rocket League.